All right, well, welcome everyone. You are watching the Brunswick WPBA Semi-Pro Tour. This is at Bristol, in Bristol, Tennessee. This is called the Bristol Classic. We've got a good B-side matchup here between Caroline Powell and Tracy Hardie. Both of these ladies have had a decent road through this event. Caroline Powell took a pretty tough loss to Rachel Walters on the A side and has been chugging through. Had a really great match against Janet Atwell earlier on the other stream, and has won another match to get back to this point in the tournament. Tracy Hardie. I'm not really familiar with Tracy Hardie, but she's playing exceptionally well. She took her loss to Veronique Menard earlier today in a Hill thriller, and Veronique played an absolutely stellar safety, against Tracy on the hill that basically won her the match. Caroline Powell has the best nickname ever. We call her Kapow. And obviously, with not knowing Tracy, I don't know if she has a nickname. Maybe if some of her friends get on the stream, they'll be able to let us know what her nickname is. All right, so I did a quick update on Tracy's name on our description. I do apologize.
We don't really pay too much, but I'm sure it's been like 20. I'm pretty sure it's been like 20 minutes. So
All right. So a push on the one. She can give it back. She can leave it. I think they're discussing like the placement of the rack. All right, guys. One more match for the night. This is the last one. If you guys could do a quick share for me, if you're friends with Caroline or Tracy, if you could share it to their socials, it'd be much greatly appreciated. I'm starting to get a little discombobulated staring at a screen for a while. So I think Tracy just came off a pretty crazy match with Bethany Sykes. All right, Caroline Powell back at the table. Huntley kicking one rail at this, maybe catching the second. Yeah, she does catch the second. She does make a good hit. Unfortunately, she doesn't really get any kind of love out of it. Tracy's going to have a good shot on the one. Decent starting shot to the two. Unfortunately, I think the 3-7 are in a bad spot. I don't think that's a makeable combination. So unless she can find a way to break that 3 out, it's likely that she'll be finding a safety instead. Tracy, I do believe, came from stage one. Could be wrong, but I do think she did. I think she played in stage one and advanced to stage two. Maybe not, though. I didn't really look at the player list, which is probably my fault. I have a lot going on in my home life right now, so I kind of came in a little unprepared, I won't lie. All right, there's a Nicole Keeney sighting. She's like, hey, everybody, what's up? I'm pretty in my purple jersey. She's very pretty. She's currently battling with Emily Duddy. Both of them on the B side, fighting for tournament life. Caroline's playing a cross bank potential two-way shot. The two falls in. She's got to look at the three. She's very likely to play this safety back. I don't know if she'll thin it and come around the 5 or if she'll try to bank it out of there. Probably bank it out because the cue will stay next to the 7 under the 6-9. And as long as she doesn't hit the 5, should go 2 rails down table, leaving a pretty tough shot for Tracy. All right. And she has. Thanks everybody for coming back. If you, wow, nice hit. If you stepped away and came back, if you were watching the last match between Benoit and Veronique, what a good match. Ashley secured her spot in the hot seat match tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Veronique's taking the scenic route. I do believe she'll play the winner of this match. We can go ahead and I'm going to look at that bracket really quick. Yeah, so Veronique will have to play the winner of this match tomorrow at 11 a.m. Christy Norris was defeated by Rachel Walters. So Rachel Walters and Ashley Benoit will be the hot seat match for this semi-pro qualifier for the WPBA. Nicole Keeney and Emily Duddy, the winner of this, will play Christy Norris. The winner of Caroline Powell and Tracy will play Veronique. So those are... Oh my goodness, sorry about that, guys. I literally choked on air, I think. Excuse me. Yeah, so Nicole Keeney, Emily Duddy, Christy Norris, Caroline Powell, Tracy Hardie, Veronique Menard, Rachel Walters, and Ashley Benoit are your top 8 for this event. Ugh. I'm not even kidding when I say I choked on air. That's the worst.
No, no.
Absolutely brutal. All right. Trying to get it together. All right, nice shot by, oh, Caroline wants it to bounce. I think it did come off the rail enough that she can make the cue ball move. She'll play this probably with some high right-hand English. The cue ball will track forward towards the 8. She may not even need the English, but I think she's a little flatter than she'd like to be. Yeah, she's going to use some right-hand spin. Throw the ball to the pocket. Let the cue ball come to the inside of the long rail. She may just try to stun it out of there. Nah, she went with the inside. She just didn't have much angle to work with, so she had to use the spin to get the cue ball off the rail. Thank you, Cal, in the chat. I appreciate you. I did have fun in the tournament until I had to forfeit. That's a long story, is what it is. I wish I could go into detail, but it's a story, so we're good. Nothing bad, nothing with any of my opponents. All right, so she's left herself a bit long, but Caroline can handle this. She'll be just fine. She's just got to get behind the ball and do all the work, right? Do all the work. Well done. Caroline Powell takes rack number 1-0 over Tracy Hardie. Let's check the score on the other table really quick while we're at it. Duddy. All right, Nicole Keeney currently up 2-0 over Duddy. All right, there's a look. And Nicole, she's oh my goodness, seriously, that choking on that air did not help me a lick. All right, so she had to step all the way back to line up for her shot on the 7. She just drained it. What a good shot by Nicole. All right, so Tracy breaks, and it is dry. All right, guys, if we lose the stream, I apologize. We had some power outages. Hold on just a second, folks. All right, guys, sorry about that. Looks like we're doing okay. Knock on wood. If you guys were watching, if anyone was watching the other stream and they popped over to this one, no fret, they'll get it back up shortly. Unfortunately, there's a backup battery server thing, probably needs replaced. All right. All right, so I do think Caroline may be able to see this too. I don't think it's going to be a super big problem. The problem here isn't the 2, it's the 3. There, she's putting some pace on this ball, trying to drag it around 3 rails. She's in a bit of a spot. That's right. Good luck, Caroline. There we go. Caroline, speaking of that, these are some of the sponsors that I do know from Caroline Powell. She is sponsored by Olhausen, Mez Q's, Rax Bar and Billiards in New York or Long Island, RJH Custom Cues. Shout out to Richie. Those are some of the sponsors that I'm I'm 1,000% on. I'm sure there's others. I think Taum, I think she's also sponsored by them. So, yeah, good luck, Caroline from Team Olhausen. That's right. And then, of course, Tracy. I don't know who Tracy's sponsors are. I'm not super familiar with Tracy, so I will get acclimated with her over time, I'm sure. She's having a good showing here. Wouldn't be surprised to see her show her face at a WPBA event in the near future. Looks like her, Christy Norris, and Nicole Keeney and Rachel Walters are the only ones available that are still in the event that could win the qualifying spot. So defeating Caroline would be one step closer for Tracy to having a WPBA spot in 2026. All right, great shot so far. She made some really good shots to get through this rack. Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please take a chance to pull back out of full screen and just hit that subscribe button. It's free of charge. It's if you're new to WPBA Billiards or to Borderline Billiards, definitely hit the subscribe button. That way you can get notified when we're live. All right, so nice out there by Tracy. Caroline should be breaking next. The score is 1-1. Let's check in on the score on the other table. All right. Nicole Keeney 2-1 over Duddy at the moment. Looks like they're in a bit of a safety battle. There's a Duddy sighting right there. All right, I don't think Caroline has, I think she can see the edge of the one, but I'm not sure that she can pocket the one. If she has the edge of it, she'll be playing a safety for sure. If she can see it, she'll make it, but I don't think that she can see all of it.
See anything or not? Spring. So. Slowly die.
Yeah, we are using the Outsville template rack. Oh, she could see it. Great shot. Yeah, we are using the Outsville template rack for this event. Now, the WPBA is currently sponsored by the Perfect Rack, which is produced in Canada. I like both racks. I think they're both really good. I don't mind either one. I think both of them have goods and bads. All right, so Caroline ends up a little awkward on the three. She'll just thin it and come around, play the safety. She's gonna double her up, quadruple her up. I think she's got the edge of the three. All right. Ball in hand. She wants angle on this 4. She may not have got, she's got angle, but I don't know if she's got enough for what she's looking for. All right, so it looks like Nicole Keeney has taken the lead over Duddy down on the other table, 3-1. Keeney in the lead on that match. Caroline missed a pretty routine 5 ball there. I think she was trying to figure out either how to hold for the 7 or go past and catch the window to the 7. You know, I will say kudos to Janet because there are about 10 girls in this tournament that I had never heard of that are, you know, having great showings in these events. And maybe not all of them making it through to stage 2, but showing real resilience and promise in stage 1. So kudos to those girls. I'm super proud of Janet and all the work that she's done, and just trying to grow pool in the U.S., right? I mean, this is not closed off to anyone from another country. It's just super, you know, it's super available to us in the United States. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this this showing of pool from so many talented females that are trying to grow our sport. I think it's amazing. All right, so Tracy Hardie takes the lead 2-1 over Caroline Powell. It's a good look at Tracy Hardie's jersey. I believe that's a Game On gear. Speaking of, they are a sponsor of this event. All right, so Caroline's got work to do here. She's got to decide her path from the 3 to the 4. And it's tough. She's got to figure out which gap to try to catch. You can see her trying to put the work in, make a decision. All right, so she's all right here. I mean, it's steep, and she's got to back cut this 4, but she also has safety opportunities. There's a Duddy sighting right there. Yeah, I like the safety option play there. And I don't know if she got her safe. But it looks like Tracy may be going for a jump cue. I don't know if Tracy's sponsored by any cue companies, but we'll see if we can kind of get a glimpse of what type of jump cue she's got. It looks red. Would that be like a Q-Tech jump cue maybe? Oh, nice attempt. Oh, wow. Caroline wants it to bounce. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm like trying to clear my throat. Like I literally thought I was choking on air earlier. And I've been clearing my throat ever since. All right, so Caroline just never settled into that shot. Not never. She tried to get up and down on it a couple times. She just never really settled into it. All right, she's gonna send it all the way up table and all the way back down. I mean, there's half a shot here. She may opt to come around for the 7-9 combination. She could also just play a safety as well. Not the easiest safeties to play here. All right, so she went at it. All right, so Caroline's playing a safety. She's not hitting it with enough pace, though. She's just a little off in her timing, I think, in this match. But if you think about it, she has been definitely battling all day long. So at this point in the tournament, her and Tracy must be flat exhausted. I think Tracy's been on the B side since round 1 today. And it's just not easy. And here, if Caroline does pocket the 6, and I'm sure she will, there's not a good shot. She got a safety play, though. Another safety from the 6. If she pockets the 6, if she could get this cue to this rail. This is tough, but there is a safety here. She could actually play a stop shot. Play a stop shot. The 7 will go off the 9. All right, she's going to thin it. That's a decent safety as well. And she got separation. She also had a stop shot safety where the 7 would play off the 9 towards the left long rail. So there were a couple different ways to play safety on that shot. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys all being here watching this matchup. You guys could take just a second, hit the thumbs up button for me. Love that. I would super appreciate that. Always in anything to help the algorithms, right? On our YouTube channels. If you're not already a subscriber, please do so. If you're watching on WPBA Billiards and you're not a subscriber, then you should be. And if you're watching on Borderline Billiards, please subscribe to the channel. We're definitely trying to help Janet build that following up on that channel so that she can use this channel going forward to produce more Brunswick tour events going forward. And although this is sanctioned by the WPBA, this is not a WPBA event. And this is sanctioned by the WPBA, but this is a Brunswick semi-pro tour. So thanks to Brunswick for supporting these ladies and trying to give an opportunity for some of the girls that are maybe not sure how to get their path into the professional tours. So this is a really nice stepping stone for them. And they get some exposure, and they also get some chance to play some of the touring pros from the WPBA. Now, obviously, only the ones that are below a certain rank, and like I think 17 through 32 are eligible as long as they're under a 650 Fargo. With some of the girls, I find that somewhat unfair. Like some of the girls, their Fargo is what it is, but you know, up until recently, you know, they only played WPBA events, and then up until like the last 2 years or something, 3 years, the WPBA didn't report anything like that. Like until we got on digital pool, nothing we did on the WPBA reported, so it didn't count towards our Fargo. So now, you know, now that we're using digital pool, all of that can be tracked and updated, etc., etc. All right, so Tracy Hardie is taking a really nice lead over Caroline Pyle. She's taking big advantage of some of the mistakes Caroline has made. The score is 3-1 in her favor. We'll throw a video saying thank you to our sponsors of this event. Here's a quick look at the Duddy Keeney matchup. Caroline's taking a quick break. All right, Caroline Powell back at it. Just so you guys know, Duddy's down 2-3. Keeney in the lead, but Duddy's got a good look at this last rack. So Caroline Powell is going to be breaking. She's going to try to get back into this match, get a handle on it. All right, no shot on the break. Or no balls in on the break, sorry. The Hardie does have a look at the one. It's an awkward cueing shot, but if she uses straight high ball, she might be all right. All right, so it looks like Caroline got a friendly bump there. She may opt to not play for the carom or the combination. She may just try to thin it and play a safety. Maybe get the cue under the 6. All right, she doesn't quite get it there. And she doesn't look real happy about it either. All right, guys, for those of you guys who are tuning in, jump in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know who you pick to win. Do you pick Powell or Hardie? Let's see what we got out there. I know you guys are watching, so show me what you got. All right, Caroline's going to there on this one. Oh, now she jumps with the Mez air drive. That I do know. I know what her jump cue is. She's all in, a complete Mez sponsored player, Mez USA. If you're looking for any Mez equipment, the Air Drive 3 is amazing, which is a jump cue she owns. If you're interested in any of the equipment, reach out to Caroline. She can get you the connection. All right, we got Cabal Virginia Powell to win. Hardie for me. All right, cool. Slash, thanks for tuning in. She's playing really well. She's had a really good run through this tournament. Nothing wrong with that. Caroline's going to the air again. Oh, she almost lost the cue in the pocket. And this, and no disrespect to Tracy, she plays, obviously, she plays pretty well. She made it through this event. To this point, she's in the final 8 of the tournament. But, you know, if she stamps off a win over Caroline, that's a pretty good score. Caroline's a very seasoned player. She, at one point, was the #1 rated female in the United States. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you cannot not love Kapow. Like, she's awesome. I love her to pieces. Like, she's just always smiling, always happy. Maybe not happy if she's not playing good, but she's who is, right? And so class act through and through. Absolutely class act from top to bottom. And Tracy seems to be a very nice young lady as well. So looks like they're having a solid, oh, she miscued on that. A little quick in that final backstroke. Got a little fortunate on there. A little fortunate she ends up with shape on that 6, just with the weird miscue. But you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that. In order to win tournaments, you got to get lucky and play good. So, especially in order to win big tournaments and to win 9-ball tournaments, like, you have to get fortunate. You can't just play good. I wish it was that simple, right? But it's not. Hey, Alvin. Caroline's coming back, huh? All right. Put that in the universe. I'm sure Kapow would appreciate that. Tracy is playing very well. Not making a lot of mistakes. Oh, she overhit this. It's dark in there. Oh boy, she's like, please stop, please stop. Oh, we've all been there, haven't we? All right, so a tough cut on the 9, but definitely Tracy can handle this. I've watched her make some really nice shots throughout the day. And she overcut it. The best way to hit that and miss that is to overcut it. Because if you overcut the ball, it will come back to the short rail and leave your opponent in a pretty tough position. If you undercut that ball, you'll leave them straight in. All right, Shannon, thank you so much for your donation. That's awesome. We appreciate you. Never mad about a nice solid donation from one of the fans. We are doing this to help Janet out and to get the word out about the Brunswick Semi-Pro Tour. There are going to be, I think, 3 more events. The dates and locations aren't out just yet, but they're coming, and it's going to be awesome. And I expect the events to get bigger and better as we go.
I know.
So, yeah, look forward to more of this. Whether or not we, particularly the WPBA Billiards, will be streaming this event, I don't know going forward. We'll have to find out. But we wanted to be here to help and to support the introduction and the first ever WPBA Semi-Pro Tour. So thanks for having me, Janet. Putting up with me all weekend. All right, so we're having a little bit of safety play, a little back and forth action. Tracy's making really good decisions too. Like the fact that she decided, I'm not going to swing the shot and I'm not going to try to get a bunch of, rail shapes and play 2 rail safeties, I'm just going to go ahead and tuck the cue to the short rail, which I'm telling you, if you play some one pocket, you know that's tough. Thanks, Brownie. Thanks for your donation also. I know it's been a long couple of days, right? And we're up against it this next, or at least tonight we are. This is going to be the last match of the evening. Tomorrow we'll be back at 11 a.m. I don't know exactly where I'll be streaming, but promise you, between Borderline and WPBA, we'll be streaming. Somebody, one of us will be, and then we've got the hot seat match at 1 o'clock, and so on and so forth from there.
It starts at 11, but I mean, the whole thing starts at 11.
Shannon is awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo. All right. Caroline Powell says, I'll take it. 3-2. Still in favor of Tracy Hardie. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great shot. All right. Let's talk about the WPBA while we're at it. Just because I know a lot of you that are in the chat right now are fans of the WPBA. Our next event is going to be the Dr. Poole Jacoby Tour Championship, November 12th through the 16th. It'll be held in the Central Wisconsin Expo Center in Rothschild. $35,000 to $40,000 added. That number can kind of go up or down. It's guaranteed at 35. I think they're working on finding more money. 80-player field. It is a world ranking event by the WPA. So we're going to see a lot of stars. Jasmine, Boyana, Kelly Fisher, Allison Fisher, Amber Chen. I don't know. I think Rita's coming. Cheyu Cho, Wei Su Chen, Christina Tkach, Christina Zlateva, Margarita Fefalova Steyer. All the top girls from the WPBA will be on site and battling out for the Tour Championships. So make sure November 12th through the 16th that you are tuning in. It's going to be a great week of pool. We will start streaming on Friday. They do have a 2-staged event, but we won't stream that. We'll only be streaming the final stage. Let's take a quick. All right, so Caroline, dry break there. Caroline's looking to push, I'm sure. Nicole Keeney's taking a 4-2 lead over Emily Duddy. You had a good look on this. She's got a solid option for solid look at the 8-ball going to make that lead to 5. I think she's looking for a rack or a crutch. Caroline says, you can't have mine, I need it. All right, so Caroline goes for the push, trying to get herself back in this match. Now that these ladies, these are on the B side, though, so this is a race to 6. All right, guys, so I have a special guest. Came in the booth. He's breathing all heavy because he just had to come up probably 3 flights of stairs to get here. But my husband, Bob, you guys don't get to hear often. I made him put the headset on, so say hi, babe.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, that's his real voice. Isn't that crazy? Okay. So, anyway, Caroline is at the moment, she's down by 1 rack, but she was down 3-1. Tracy plays pretty good, babe.
Well, I've been watching her all weekend come through the first stage. She plays really well.
She does. Yeah, she does play really well, and she took Veronique to the hill first round today at noon. Veronique had to play a great safety on the 6 ball. And Caroline, and I don't mean no disrespect, Tracy, she plays great. Caroline's not Caroline right now. I think it's late. I think she's tired.
Yeah,
I think it's
been a long
showing.
weekend.
Yeah, I think it's showing on Caroline a little bit. Look at the chat. They like your voice, babe. I told you guys.
Thank you.
You guys would get a kick out of this. There's Brian. Brian says hi, Bob.
All right.
You can't take. Sorry, guys. I'm getting Bob acclimated. He's never been on the stream with me before, and he went to take a big old drink out of his Monster. And I was like, don't, you cannot do that.
Amateurs.
Yeah, take me, amateurs. All right, so anyway, they're having some safety battles. Obviously, you can see that. That was a really good shot by Caroline. Tracy's going to be kicking at this one. I don't see her double jumping this. Yeah, so obviously I didn't wear my readers, my glasses this weekend because I'm playing pool and I only have my contacts in. And I've been calling Tracy Hardie all weekend. It's Hardie. I didn't. That's why you need to wear your spectacles. That is exactly why you need to wear your spectacles. Oh boy. That's tough. Can you hear me okay, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, we probably just made Bob all nervous because we put him on the stream with us.
I don't really get nervous.
You don't really get nervous. You handle those things pretty well.
I just don't know what to say. I don't know if this is R-rated or not.
Yeah, you can't be swearing. All right, so my husband and I'm telling you, we watch more pool than anyone on the planet. So he understands how this whole game goes. One, he's a certified referee, so he's completely aware of how the game is played. No, Brian, we do not need the booth cam. I didn't even put the booth cam up this weekend. But he's completely aware of how the game is played. So he is not a newbie. He's just a newbie to the stream booth. Like, we never put him on live unless he's refereeing or timekeeping. Oh. I mean, she's gonna leave Tracy tough at least, but she totally missed that one. You can just see she's starting to wear down a bit. She might need a Monster, huh, Bob?
Or 3.
Or 3. She will never drink the Monster. I don't think. All right, good attempt at that. It wasn't an easy shot by Tracy.
Well, she gotta get away with it.
Yeah, she is. But you know, I say this, and you and I have talked about this 100 times, right? Like, you gotta get lucky and play good to win tournaments.
You do.
You can't just play good. You gotta get fortunate, especially in 9-ball. So, you know, is Tracy maybe getting the good end of this? Maybe. But that doesn't mean that she's any less capable of winning.
Well, you never know either. The tides always turn.
That's right.
Seems like every match.
Yeah, the momentum shift is real.
Yep.
I think all the ladies are glad that you're in the booth, babe. That I got this funny story about Bob and his voice. So he was refereeing for the VNEA International Championships, and there was a fellow referee with him. I'm not going to say her name, but we all know who she is. So anyway, they put headsets on and they talk to each other on a regular basis through these headsets. And she comes up to me and she said, "Lonnie, oh my gosh." She's like, "Bob could talk to me all day in his headset." I was like, oh my. Crazy girls. All right, so ball in hand. Tracy's got a good opportunity here. I don't know. Is she looking to get at the
Play the
6-9?
6-9. Looks like what she's looking at.
It does, but I would prefer her to play the 5 in the side and then play short side to the 6. I don't know
I
though.
feel like that might be what she's doing.
No, yeah, she's going for the 9
Going
ball.
for the combo.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know though. This is a stiff combo. I mean, being that she didn't get straight in on it. I mean, granted, she can swing at it, right? I'm not mad about it, but I'd really like to see her play the containing safety instead. Unless she makes it. If she makes it, then she can call me a liar. And she made it. Got a new nickname. That's pretty wild. She's definitely striking the ball good. Yeah, she's definitely striking the ball good. Nothing wrong with that. So how'd it go down there?
That's good. I've been doing the second chance tournament all day down in the basement. Behind the basement, I'm sorry, on the first floor. Is this a A-side match or a B-side?
This is definitely B-side. Rachel Walters and Ashley Benoit are going to play for the hot seat tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Copy that.
Yeah, we've got, let's look. Caroline Pye. So Veronique is waiting for the winner of this match for tomorrow at 11 a.m. And then Christy Norris is waiting for the winner of the Duddy Keeney match, which actually at the moment is right here. Duddy is down 5-3, and it is a race to 6 on the B side. So she's on the hill. Keeney is on the hill over Duddy. And then the winner of that will play Christy Norris tomorrow at 11 a.m. So we've got Christy Norris and the winner of the Duddy Keeney match at 11 on this stream, and Veronique and the winner of this match will be on the other stream tomorrow at 11. So Patricia's in the chat telling people if you can't hit the like, take a hike. All right, guys. This is a tough one. Caroline almost comes across as though she's just completely wiped out. I know she's not a quitter. She's gonna try, but when you start to feel like you just don't have a lot of gas left in the tank, it's hard. Oh, she lays it in the pocket. She darn near gets shape on the 2 as well. Get in the window. All right, so this is tough because I'm pretty sure she can see the 2. The only problem here is holding that cue ball for the 3. Now maybe if she can hit the 2 thin enough to bump the 9, that might be an option. It's just not easy. Hitting it that thin at a slow enough pace with a little bit of spin. Yeah, she ends up pushing the 3. I don't know. Oh, she made
That
it.
worked out well.
That worked
How
out really
everything
good.
goes.
Yeah, everything. She clips the
Connect the
3.
dots.
Yeah, bumps out the 9. It's worked out really good, actually. So this is a race to 6 B-side matchup. We've actually had quite a bit of back and forth action, though. There hasn't been like any big table runs or a couple decent outs, right? But not like big runs. They've been playing for an hour and 20 minutes, and they've played 6 games. What's the average on that, babe? 15 minutes a game?
So I need to go put them on the clock.
No, they're actually not playing slowly.
4, 6. Race to 6.
Yeah.
They're right at the, what has it been? Hour and 20 minutes.
Yep.
They're a little slow.
Yeah. Little slow. But I think it's more so that they're just having more back and forth interchanges. You know what I mean? They're just
Yeah.
not running out.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it would take it very long to shoot.
Yeah, like
Just
per
having some
shot.
battles.
Mm-hmm. No, there's Nicole Keeney. So earlier, Nicole's got to shoot a shot, and she gets froze on the end rail, right? And she takes a step, and she's way over here on our right rail of our table, getting lined up for the shots. She was all into smiling. She makes me laugh. I was like, hey, you're stepping into our scene, man. Not. All right, good night. Oh.
7 can get to be a big ball right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. She's going to go to the air. She jumps with the air drive 3. It's Mez Q's latest jump cue. And everyone I know who has one, Allison Fisher, Christina Zliteva, Caroline Powell, they all love them. All right, so this is a good opportunity for Tracy to get on the hill here.
Nicole just went on the other table.
All right, so Nicole Keeney advances to play Christine Norris tomorrow at 11 a.m. That will be on table 14. Which is actually this table, but I never quite know if I'm starting the show every day on table 15 or not, so I don't know if I'll be doing table 14. All right, nice shot. She's got a long tester to get herself on the hill here, this 9-ball. Wow, she drains it back of the pocket like it's nothing. She's striking the ball really, really well. All right, Tracy Hardie. See, I told you. It's good. Tracy Hardie takes that rack, and now she's sitting on the hill, 5-2 over Kapow. All right, so here we are. Tracy on the hill. Dry break. Kapow comes to the table. Just gotta play safety here. I don't know. I almost wish she would have crossed over the one and brought the one back down this way. But I mean, it's not an easy shot she's left Tracy. Tracy will probably thin the top side of the one and bring the cue ball down here. Nope, she's trying to play that light safety. Pretty sure she left Caroline's sight on it. More than likely, Caroline will just play a stop shot.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, she's all right.
You're like, uh-oh.
Did she leave the window?
She might have. I'm telling you, like, nothing has gone well for Caroline in this match, to be fair. See? Gets a hit, crosses over it.
Caroline may have a very thin edge of the play.
Yeah. She does. I do believe you're right.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Count the 5.
Just kidding. All right, ball in hand for Tracy. All right, so a nice stun follow. She got proper angle on the 2. Should be able to come over nicely for the 3. The trick will be getting from the 3 to the 4 and the 4 to the 5. Really, there's a lot of back and forth action in this rack. A lot of work to do. Just gonna bump that 6, make a lot of those balls easier.
I used to look at it. Is that the 4 up table or over here by the 9?
Yeah, the
The
4 is
four's
up
up there.
table. Yeah, it's tough with the traditional colors, right? And everybody complains
You
about the
get so
pink
used
4.
to the TV ball.
Yeah. Like people get so used to the pink 4 and it's so much easier. Ada Leo's popping in the booth, checking on the match. Did you just get back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decompression time.
All right, guys, Ada pumped in the booth. She had to go take a nap. She said she's ready to be back in public. Tracy has been lights out the entire tournament. She's pretty. I mean, she's pretty spot on right now. Like, it doesn't seem to the nerves don't seem to be affecting her. We'll see how Sunday affects her if she gets through Kapow here. She'll be playing on Sunday, and the competition's going to be pretty stiff tomorrow. But according to my husband, who's been watching her play most of the tournament, right? I mean, she's
been playing solid.
yeah.
I mean, obviously everybody can't make it to the last day, but there was quite a few people in stage one that played phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of good players that I don't even know any of them, but they played great. I mean, the pool was real good this weekend.
Absolutely. I think that just says a lot about the need for something like this, don't you think?
Oh, I think that.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys. Sorry,
I think
everybody.
it's a phenomenal thing that Jenna has going on here. It's a good stepping stone, and it's getting out where all the lower players can get in and like figure out how to get up to like the WPBA and that kind of stuff.
Well, and it teaches them what, where they're slacking at or where they're lacking in their game, what it would take to get to the next level. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good look. I think it's smart. I think it's good for American pool.
Yeah, I think it's great. I was actually just outside talking with somebody earlier about that. And, we were discussing how you need it so that the girls in there now, like they come in and they might make 2-3 balls in a row. Well, when you get in a tournament, but they have nowhere to go with a 9-footer with amateur pool or whatever. But once you get into an event like this, and they know that there's going to be more, it gives them a reason to go home and practice, and it gives them a reason to get better, and it gives them a stepping stone to move in the right direction for women's pool and just pool in general.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that because I think that we've been lacking that in the U.S. And I hate to say it, but a lot of that stems from the easy accessibility to bar table pool and league play.
Right.
There's a gazillion league tournaments, and that's all on 7-foot tables. The occasional tournament on 9-footers it just isn't it. Now, if you go to the East Coast, there's a ton of big table pool. And if you go to the West Coast, there's also a ton of big table pool. But it may be a little down south, but it's even kind of being taken over by the bar tables as well. So I love that there's all these girls that none of us have seen before, or maybe have heard play pool, but never gotten to see. I love it. I think it's great.
Agreed.
All right, Patricia, my husband's going to talk in his full voice now. He's been trying to be quiet. Don't call him a creepy uncle.
Well, we had people sat next to us commentating on the other table.
Yeah.
It was my first time in here, so I apologize. Trying not to swear.
He's trying to be good. He does have a really deep voice, but he was trying to be polite because there's people next to us. Also doing commentary on the Duddy match, which is over, and Nicole Keeney has advanced to tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about that match, Christy Norris and Nicole Keeney. Christy Norris is another player that, plays super solid, but you just don't see her a ton. She doesn't come out a lot. Patricia, you make me laugh. I like big tables and I cannot lie. For shizzle. I know in my area it's tough. I have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours, to even have a opportunity to play on a 9-foot table. And I'm not gonna lie, like the one event that I could make it to, the tables just don't play at the same pace as to what I'm typically play on. And so, not that I don't enjoy it, I actually really like going. It's just that the equipment's not quite the same. I wish I had the ability to start a really good 9-foot table pool room in the middle of the country. Somewhere like even if it was in my hometown with all 9-footers though, maybe just like 2 bar tables. Well, that would be perfect. You guys came here just to laugh. I know. I'm listening. I'm reading all the chat right now. Oh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. Keep your eyes on it. If she makes it, that'll be awesome. I'm going to hit the replay if she does. Swish. Caroline, taking one
Here
back.
comes Caroline.
Dun, 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 dun. I got my secondary camera back around because I was sneaking in on Emily Duddy and Nicole Keeney's match while the girls were on player break. Let's go for a Hill Thriller. That's right. All right, so a dry break by Tracy. Here's a quick look too after Caroline plays her safety on this one ball. Oh, she swung at it. See, I think it was a 2-way, but personally, let's get a quick look back at the replay on Caroline making that 2-9 combination. Nice shot. Sweet. It was pretty good. I do like a Hill Thriller, though. You guys know I do. And the fans do, too. Unfortunately, the players, they don't enjoy the Hill Thriller. Like, yeah, Shannon, that's a bit of the problem
Oh,
for
that's a
us.
great shot.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
really unfortunate there.
that's brutal. Make a really good jump shot and then just get the worst roll ever. But this is exactly what Caroline needs to get back in this match. The trick here is going to be how she gets from the 3 to the 4. I think that's definitely the key. This is the 4 ball on the left long rail. All right, so what I think what she's trying to do here is to get to the left side of the 3 so that she can one rail to the right long
Outside,
rail
come
and
up.
back up. Yeah.
Yep. Then the 5's right there. Once you get there, then
She needs a big
she
bounce.
needs a big bounce.
She definitely underhit that. And she had ball in hand. Sweet Caroline. You were supposed to go dun dun dun. I tried to get him to sing for you guys. It didn't work.
I'm not singing.
He didn't catch my cue.
I did not catch the cue. My apologies.
Yeah, we were trying to get him to sing for y'all, and it didn't work. I tried to trick him into it, but no bueno. All right, so really steep. Really steep cut on the
Oh,
three.
again,
Oh,
no.
boy. Oh, well, she gonna
I
jump
can't-
at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's jumping at it. Now,
For sure, but that still doesn't necessarily lead her to the 4.
that's true. Don't sing. Thanks, Clayton. We were just having fun. We'll try not to do that again. Oh, Barry White, don't sing. All right. Let's watch this and see if Tracy can get one in and get position on the 4 ball, which is really the key point in the shot. Oh, she's like, can I have a mulligan? That's brutal. I was all ready with the replay button though, folks. All right, now it's this way. Caroline's got to get back out by the side pocket there for the 4 ball.
Yeah, we did a little better job with ball in hand this time.
Yeah.
Come on, Caroline.
Maybe though, this can be a tricky shot right here too, because depending on how thick or thin you hit this ball, it could really cause chaos. See, like she's just a little. It's almost like she doesn't have any power right now. Like, if that makes sense. That's what happens when you get tired. You kind of lose like your power. Oh, I don't know if she got it there. She's trying to sneak a look on her way back around. And I'm not sure that she, I don't know that she left her this shot or not. Because taking it off the rail makes it a lot more difficult to get past the 5. When it's on the rail, it went past the 5 clean. All right, we'll see what Tracy chooses to do here. All right, so she drains it. She's trying to tell it to stop. Oh, boy. And I think she can see the 5. The 6 does go up table past the 7 if she's able to roll the 4 or the 5 ball in. If she can't see the 5, she's going to have to find some kind of safety. If she doesn't, she's going to let Caroline back in this match. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it was not an easy shot, but she hit it really good. Yeah, she's swinging it all the way
She's coming
around.
around.
Oh boy. Nice effort. And she cuts him in. She gets down, shoots him, and fires him. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go through some coffee tomorrow. As a matter of fact, when I get done with this match, I'm probably going to put on the match. The YouTube for the girls in Valley. Wow, another great shot. She has just really struck the ball well. All right, and with this 9 ball, Tracy Hardie's going to make it to Sunday. Let's go. And she's done it. Tracy Hardie has advanced. She's in the 5th, 6th position at this point. Caroline Powell will leave this event in 7th, 8th place, which is not a slouchy position as well. 90 some girls in this event, I think. So Caroline will take $1,500 out of this event. Oh no, Caroline will take, where's the 7th, 8th play out? Is it way down here? I think it's down here. All right, it is. So 7th, 8th, Caroline's going to take $1,000 out of this event. And right now, Tracy Hardie's sitting on $1,500, hoping to make it more. All right, guys, my name is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you have been watching the Brunswick WPBA Semi-Pro Tour hosted here at Borderline Billiards in Bristol, Tennessee. This is the Bristol Classic. I want to say thanks to my husband, Bob Raymond.
Night, everyone.
For getting in on the booth for just a few minutes, which he never does. I kind of tricked him into it. But anyway, we're going to say a quick thank you to our sponsors. Thank you guys, everyone who donated to the stream today. I really appreciate all your support. And we'll see you here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time Zone. All right, have a great night.